The day is 16 February 1923. Lord Carnarvon and Howard Carter have arrived at the tomb of King Tutankhamun. However, they come across a problem the moment they arrive.
15 pounds or no entry.
But I opened the tomb in the first place.
And because of that, you have unleashed the Pharaoh's curse on all of us.
The Pharaoh's curse?
Yes, do you not know about the curse?
You didn't tell me this place was cursed.
Lord Carnarvon was a frail-hearted man, and it did not help that he believed in everything that came out of anybody's mouth.
The curse of the pharaoh is a mere legend.
Or is it? Ever since the tomb has been opened, misfortune has been fallen upon us. Longer winters, crops withering before the time of harvest comes, it is all because of the excavation. The resting place of the kings that ruled this land before us is sacred. Back in their time, their general would have your head as punishment.
Just give him the money, Howard.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Hagler smirks, holding the bills in his hand.
Pleasure, young man, come in.
As he enters the tomb, he hears him say,
The fee is 15 pounds per hour.
Are you trying to rob me blind?
The haggler laughs in response.
So this is the tomb. It's so dusty.
Lord Caravan, with all due respect, the tomb has been sealed for 2000 years.
Right, sorry. Wait, did you hear
Don't
that?
feel so jittery, Lord Caravan. There's nothing to worry about.
Carter stops, hearing a muffled yell from one of the rooms. He immediately makes his way towards the main chamber, where the sarcophagus was.
It's coming from the coffin.
That haggler, who else did he let inside the chambers?
Carefully, he lifts the lid of the sarcophagus off. Immediately, he meets a pair of eyes glaring up at him from the coffin. The mummy lets out a groan. It is the boy king, and it would be terrifying to see a mummy come to life if it did not resemble an average person struck dead inside a cocoon like they were the victim of some joke. Then he proceeds to speak what would be considered a rather colorful stream of words in Egyptian. But Howard Carter was already baffled as he was, so he did not seem to realize it.
What is he saying? I've never heard of such a strange dialect.
He's calling upon whatever pagan gods they worship. I told you the Pharaoh's curse was true.
Another man walks in from one of the chambers, yawning. He's dressed in a kilt, his face adorned by the typical makeup which both Egyptian men and women used to wear in ancient history. He looked tired and mildly irritated, as if he had dealt with the mummy's cries a bunch of times already. Oh, don't mind him. He's been locked in there for at least 2 millennia. That would make anybody a little nutty.
Are you?
Who are you?
What a lot of fuss over nothing. Kind sir, could you quit screaming so I can calm down my master enough to put him back to sleep?
Are you Banri Mala? His statue does not resemble any of the other mummies I found.
You know my name, but I do not know yours.
Forgive me, Howard Carter. I'm an Egyptian archaeologist.
What is that?
I'm doing research on the history and culture of Egypt.
So it has been that long.
Not seem very surprised.
No, I could tell. The mummy is not in a very good condition. The residents have worked like they should have, but they have hardened and sealed him inside the coffin. I cannot imagine what the king has gone through. The rituals failed, and I believe he has been awakened for the past... What year is it?
It's been around 2000 years.
Oh, much longer than I thought. Now that I've woken up, I should put him back to sleep. For real.
Sleep? Why? Does he not want to see what the world is like now? Civilization has progressed immensely in such a long time. The king should be impressed to see what we have accomplished.
Why would you want to release these cursed spirits into the modern world? They would wreak havoc.
Right here, you know.
Well, I thought perhaps you would prefer to return to your humble abode.
Who in their right mind would like to spend their eternity in a box?
I don't know. You're the ones who buried him down there in the first place.
Gentlemen, if you please, we can let the king touch and his...
I'm his personal servant.
Yes, let them decide what they wish to do.
You quit talking like I'm not around.
Completely forgetting about the boy king, who had been silent all this time. Tutankhamun looks furious, which is understandable, considering that the last time he checked, he was the king of all Egypt. Banri bows, greeting his master. My lord. King Tut did not.
Dare me call by that name.
Right. Sorry. King Tutankhamun did not seem impressed by the people who were trespassing in his sarcophagus, which was supposed to be one of the stepping stones into the afterlife.
First, you defile this place for riches and whatnot. Then you have the audacity to open the chamber and fool around with my personal belongings. Do you not know that tomb raiding is a crime? I shall have your heads as punishment.
This did not help with Lord Carnarvon's situation. He was already tense to begin with.
You shameless man, ordering us around while you have been lying down here for centuries.
How dare you? I am the king of Egypt.
The haggler walks in.
The hour's up, and what is all this yelling?
He notices the mummy, but does not bat an eye.
Oh, it's you again. Could you quit scaring the visitors? It's really a nuisance.
You're not surprised?
Ah, no. He's been yelling his head off since you have opened the chambers. I closed Mummy a month ago to keep him from yelling, but that didn't seem to discourage him. Needless to say, his yelling scares the visitor away.
King Tutankhamun struggles in his bonds. Everybody hears a loud dripping sound. Lord Carnarvon begins to cry, hiding behind Howard Carter, while the haggler bolts towards the exit. The mummy stands up to face them. His left foot was crooked, but he was lucky that the Egyptians had remembered to bury him with a cane. Now, however, it did not seem particularly fortunate.
This is not how I wanted to spend my holiday.
Seems that you have angered him enough to break the bonds himself. Good job. Now he will be able to explore the world for himself, Mr. Carter. It ends with King Tutankhamun chasing the men down, his trusty staff in hand, followed by the pleas of his servant to calm down.